I know it would be fire to be able to both live like Kylie and also save the planet, but you can't do both. Last year, when Australia was devastated by wildfires, Greta reminded us that we still fail to make the connection between the climate crisis and increased extreme weather events. Kylie, too, was moved by the disaster and tweeted about how the loss of animal life breaks her heart. Then she quickly followed up with a post of her new $1,500 Louis Vuitton mink slippers. It's always so sad when fire potential slippers.
Maher's called out climate change activists for twisting facts and exaggerating the issue. On Real Time with Bill Maher, the outspoken host criticized those who treat climate change like a vanity project instead of the serious crisis it is. He reminded everyone that this isn't about hashtags, headlines, or showy protests. It's about protecting our planet. We need real heroes, Maher said, not influencers chasing attention. The stage is set, and Maher just lit the fuse. Get ready, things are about to heat up.
Now that the latest climate conference is underway in Glasgow, Scotland, and Greta Thunberg has once again shown the world that she is the conscience of her generation, someone must tell her, you may be the conscience of your generation, but you don't represent it. I really wish you did, Greta, but you don't. But I can show you who does. Greta, you have 13 million followers on Instagram, which is great. But Kylie Jenner has 279 million, which is more. I mean, seriously, who is the real influencer in that generation? The model citizen or the model? The young woman who refuses to fly or the one who refuses to fly commercial? You see what I'm saying? Greta gets where she's going on a sailboat powered by the wind. Kylie takes a private jet powered by Exxon. And she's 21 times more popular.
What Maher is really pointing out is this. Greta Thunberg is fighting an uphill battle to save the planet, yet the spotlight rarely stays on her message. Instead, it shifts to the very people undermining her cause, celebrities who preach sustainability while flying private jets and hosting lavish, eco-friendly events. Thunberg takes the hard path, sailing across oceans to cut her carbon footprint, while the wealthy burn through fuel without hesitation. The irony? They're the ones getting millions of followers, likes, and endless praise. It's a sad reflection of our times. Doing the right thing gets quiet respect, but hypocrisy wrapped in luxury goes viral. Maher isn't mocking Greta. He's exposing the gap between true activism and performative environmentalism.
Now, this is not a screed against comfort or capitalism. I'm fond of both. And I give Kylie credit. She's built a massive business empire without ever releasing a sex tape. And like her dad, she's a self-made woman. But Kylie embodies and embraces a lifestyle that is pretty much the opposite of carbon neutral. And the younger generations love it. Last week, Kylie posted a tour of her shoe closet, which houses well over 1,000 pairs. She also has entire rooms of things she only's worn once. I don't think Greta would approve of that.
Maher believes the fans share much of the blame, too. He argues that people are more drawn to the sparkle of celebrity culture than the serious issues shaping our planet's future. It's easier to double-tap a pop star's vacation photo than to read about rising sea levels. Our obsession with fame has built a world where style constantly wins over substance. Maher paints the picture. Clearly imagine a climate activist holding a conference in the same city where a pop star performs. Who gets the crowd? The concert, of course. The activist's message, no matter how urgent, echoes through half-empty seats. His point is sharp and simple. The problem isn't awareness, it's attention. Until people care more about the planet than about personalities, real change will stay out of reach.
In polls, young people always claim to be more concerned about climate change than other generations, but they don't act like it. They throw around buzzwords like sustainable and shame people who forget to bring a cloth bag to Trader Joe's, but one of their favorite YouTubers is Mr. Beast, who's famous for stunts like, I gave my 40 millionth subscriber 40 cars. Jason Derulo celebrated his 22nd millionth follower by eating 22 hamburgers. The cognitive dissonance between planet-destroying conspicuous consumption and planet-saving rhetoric is breathtaking. You say you love Greta and her message, but everything else you love is a climate disaster. Far from rejecting consumerism, young people are so obsessed with labels that venerable fashion houses like Balenciaga have pivoted from selling couture dresses to rich women to selling baseball hats to teenagers.
Bill's absolutely right. Too many people talk about saving the planet without actually living like it. They post quotes about sustainability, share photos of melting ice caps, and hashtag save the earth, but their actions tell another story. The same people who condemn corporations for polluting the air think nothing of flying multiple times a year, driving gas-hungry SUVs, or wasting energy at home. It's environmentalism without effort activism that looks good online, but changes nothing in the real world. Maher's point hits hard. You can't claim to love the earth while living in ways that harm it. Real change isn't about slogans or selfies. It's about discipline, responsibility, and consistency. Until people start matching their words with their actions, all the talk about saving the planet will remain just that talk.
And where does a 20-something get the money to pay $400 for a hat that borrows the Bernie Sanders logo because you're like a socialist and stuff? From mommy and daddy, of course, those huge assholes who ruined the planet. Oh, and also maybe by trading Bitcoin, the mining of which is worse for the environment than actual mining. Cryptocurrency uses more energy than Netflix, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, and Google combined, and more than some entire nations. And yet young people could not love it more if it came with a side of avocado toast.
Ironically, the younger generation, the self-proclaimed eco-warriors, may be doing more damage to the planet than the older generations they criticize. They're quick to blame those who lived through the industrial age for today's environmental problems. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Their own lifestyles are far from sustainable. From constant online shopping and fast fashion to power-hungry gadgets and frequent air travel, their daily habits leave a huge carbon footprint. They talk about sustainability, but can't let go of the comforts of modern consumerism. Maher's point strikes a nerve awareness isn't the same as action. The younger generation might be louder about climate change, but that doesn't make them better caretakers of the earth. In many ways, they're repeating the same mistakes, just wrapped in trendier hashtags and better marketing.
94% of crypto buyers are either millennials or Gen Z, which makes it ring a little hollow when you're out there chanting for us to put the planet ahead of profits. And what do crypto fans say about this? They say, well, yes, it uses too much energy now, but in the future, oh yeah, the future, that's right. Same thing my generation said. Let them handle it in the future. I'll get mine now. Like Bitcoin, the smartphone is a huge contributor to carbon emissions because the cloud isn't an actual cloud, of course. It's a vast network of servers using energy, and all that liking and following and subscribing requires lots of fossil fuels. And yet you would need the jaws of life to pry a phone out of the hands of anyone under 30.
Maher says the worst offenders are the crypto miners, the digital gold diggers burning through massive amounts of energy, often more than entire countries, just to create virtual coins. Yet somehow, they're the first to lecture others about climate responsibility. Maher calls out the hypocrisy loud and clear. How can you claim to save the planet when your servers are devouring megawatts of power every hour? Their usual defense? We're working toward cleaner energy in the future. But what about right now? The planet doesn't have time to wait for good intentions. It's like setting your house on fire and promising to rebuild it later. Maher's point hits hard. This isn't about future promises. It's about present accountability. You can't save tomorrow's environment by destroying today's.
What would it take to convince Gen Z and millennials to give up their phones? A pollster once asked. 43% said it would take $5 million to give up their phone. 1 in 10 said they'd sacrifice a finger for it. That deserves a high 4.
But why should anyone have to give up their phone? Of course, we all want to save the planet. That's not up for debate. But in today's world, staying connected isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Our phones are lifelines for work, learning, and staying close to the people we care about. Yes, protecting the planet means making sacrifices, but that doesn't mean throwing away every modern convenience out of guilt. The real issue isn't owning a phone, it's how we use it and how we dispose of it. What we need are greener production methods, better recycling systems, and cleaner energy, not a step backward for progress. Giving up our phones won't stop climate change. Smarter innovation and real accountability will. As Maher points out, the answer isn't extremism, it's balance. A future where technology and responsibility work together, not against each other.
I know it would be fire to be able to both live like Kylie and also save the planet, but you can't do both. Last year, when Australia was devastated by wildfires, Greta reminded us that we still fail to make the connection between the climate crisis and increased extreme weather events. Kylie, too, was moved by the disaster and tweeted about how the loss of animal life breaks her heart. Then she quickly followed up with a post of her new $1,500 Louis Vuitton mink slippers. It's always so sad when fire potential slippers.
That's the real difference between the two activists. For one, it's about genuine action, walking the talk, making sacrifices, and putting the planet before comfort or fame. She's willing to give up convenience, luxury, and even popularity to stay true to her mission. For the other, it's a performance, a stage built for image, not impact. Even when she posts about families losing homes to extreme weather, the spotlight somehow shifts back to her. It's less about compassion and more about presentation, perfectly posed concern with just the right filter and caption. Maher's point couldn't be clearer. One activist is fighting to save the planet. The other is fighting to save her brand. And in today's age of performative activism, that difference says it all.
Kids, you're gonna have to make a choice here. Do you want to be progressive or excessive? Team drastic or team plastic? When Kylie's lifestyle becomes uncool and unpopular, and you stop loving Bitcoin and stop thinking that stuffing your face is harmless, I'll take you seriously. Until then, shut the fuck up about how older generations ruin the planet.
I completely agree with Maher on this one. The younger generation needs to tone down the preachiness unless they're ready to go full Greta Thunberg living the message, not just tweeting it. It's easy to lecture the world about sustainability while using a smartphone built in a factory that pollutes rivers. They love to blame millennials and boomers for creating the problem. Yet they're often just as guilty, sometimes even worse when it comes to overconsumption, waste, and hypocrisy. Posting climate awareness videos while buying fast fashion or binge streaming online isn't activism, it's performance. Maher's message is clear: stop talking and start doing. If you're not willing to make real sacrifices, live simpler, travel less, and truly cut down your footprint, then don't pretend to be the planet's voice. Real change doesn't come from moral superiority. It comes from consistent action.
We get it. Boomers dropped the ball on the environment. We did. We dropped it like it was hot. And for that, I can only say, whoops. Yeah, you're right. We dropped it. But have you picked it up? I wish your generation was better than mine. I really do. But the sad truth is, we're completely the same. Lots of talk, and at the end of the day, hopelessly seduced and addicted to pigging out on convenience, luxury, and consumption. So that's it. You can either be the fake tits and private jet generation or the one that saves the planet. But you can't be both, because fake tits are not biodegradable.
Maher ends with a powerful challenge to the younger generation, a call to choose which side of history they want to stand on. Do they want to be like Greta Thunberg, who sacrifices comfort for conviction, or like the celebrities who preach green while living in luxury? Maher isn't asking for awareness, he's demanding integrity. Reposting climate facts and wearing eco-friendly slogans isn't enough. He's urging people to take real action and prove they care through what they do, not what they post. The planet doesn't need more influencers pretending to save it. It needs people willing to do the work, even when no one's watching. Maher's message is both a warning and a dare. Stop hiding behind social media activism and start living your beliefs. Because in the end, you can't hashtag your way out of a dying planet. His critique goes far beyond hypocrisy. It's a wake-up call. Climate change isn't a photo opportunity or a moral badge. It's a crisis that demands real, consistent action. From celebrity hypocrisy to fan obsession and generational contradictions, Maher lays bare the gap between words and deeds. His message to the youth is unmistakable: choose your side. Live like Greta Thunberg, with conviction and sacrifice, or admit that comfort matters more than conscience. The planet doesn't need another trend. It needs commitment. Because talk won't save the earth, only truth and action will. And on that note, we wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.